Hello, internet. Oh my god, my throat. Anyway, hello, internet. Welcome to my stream. My name is Allison Briarstar. Thank you, hello Endertale, hello Faye. Thank you for wishing me a good stream. Have fun with your One Piece binge. Um, uh, yes, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. If you are a VOD watcher or if you are in some location that is not in the evening. Also, good night if you're watching this and it's like 2 or 3 a.m. Why are you watching my Twitch stream slash VOD at 3 a.m.? I don't know, but that's you do you. Um, we are back for World of Warcraft Classic. It's 8 p.m. for you. It is also 8 p.m. for me. Anyway, um, welcome to this. If you weren't here last time we played WoW, um, my mage died, so now we have a hunter. The floating hunter. Um, I did some. Oh god, my dynamic cam, I broke it. 1 second. Reload. I do be floating. Okay, there we go. The dynamic cam is back. So yeah, we died in Westfall to a dust devil, and I was like, well, so I decided to make a hunter this time. If the hunter dies really fast, then maybe I'll go back to doing a mage. If the hunter doesn't die fast, then I will probably do something else, or I'll go back to being a mage. I don't know. I'm undecided. Anyway. Let me know if the audio levels are good. If it's a little loud, I will turn things down. Thank you, random person, for the buff. Wander heals. They are wandering and they heal. Wander heals. Audio's good. Amazing. So yeah, welcome to Briar Hunter, the Night Elf Hunter. Welcome to the starting zone for Night Elves. It's trees, and we're on a big tree. This giant tree in the ocean. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I am going in the right direction. Okay. I did a little bit of the grind step in the guide off stream, like just before stream started. So, because I figured that was probably not gonna be very fun to like watch, so I just went ahead and I did that. But yeah, here we are. Hunters get pets, but they don't get pets until level 10. Once you get a hunter pet, things with hunters get a lot easier, but the hard part is actually getting to level 10, so we'll see if we make it. Yeah. Because hunters are ranged, so if you get ganged up on and you can't keep your distance or kite, then it's not... Oh my god, they're all following the guide too. Then it's not a good time. You're not gonna have a good time. But as soon as hunters get a pet, then it picks up a lot. It picks up a lot easier. So.
Is there trouble?
Anyway. Trees on a tree reminds you of a tree that you saw was growing out of another tree, but the tree that had a tree was a tree growing out of the tree was a dead tree. Wait, so you had trees growing out of a dead tree? There was a dead tree, and then there was a tree growing out of a tree that was... So a tree... You used the word tree six times in a sentence that made sense. Yeah. It's like... Did you know that there's a sentence that's just buffalo over and over and over again? It kind of reminded me of that. I don't even know what that sentence is about. It just looks like the word buffalo over and over again to me. But apparently it's an actual sentence.
Oh.
It's mind-boggling. It's mind-buffaloing. Apparently we're running out of arrows because the game wants me to buy 3 stacks of them. Buffalo.
What brings you here?
Low buffalo. Yeah, that makes sense. I thought it was literally the word buffalo over and over again, I'm gonna be honest.
Greetings. May the stars guide.
English is so weird. So I had you just came up with that on the spot? Kudos to you. That sounds like very, very clever. Did you actually is that a true story? Did you actually see like two trees growing out of each other and growing out of a dead tree? The sentence Undertale sans Undertale makes perfect sense. Well, yeah, of course that makes perfect sense. Undertale sans Undertale. That's just Undertale without sans Undertale. Wait, is Undertale actually Sans' last name? I thought that was just a meme. I never finished Undertale, so I'm not sure. You saw a tree growing out of a dead tree. That must have been so sick.
Illume be with you.
We're gonna learn Serpent Sting specifically and only.
Goddess watch over me.
And we're gonna put it on our hotbar because Serpent Sting is a dot or something. Yeah, it's a dot. It's very useful. People just call him Sans Undertale. Yeah, I was wondering if it was like actually a meme, or if it was like that was his actual last name, Sans Undertale. It's like unknown. His real last name is unknown. Sans unknown. Sans unknown. Does that mean his name means without not knowing? Or without not known? Does that mean he's known? Not the word, not like the actual word unknown. Nobody knows his last name. Oh, okay. I literally was taking you so seriously. I literally like, what do you mean his name is just unknown? And his name means, okay, that makes sense. I guess it's, I guess it's kind of like when people referring to like Evelyn from League of Legends, they're referring to her as Evelyn League of Legends. I don't know if you've ever like heard of or played League of Legends or know about League of Legends, but yeah. Today, oh, it's sort of like a nickname, I guess. Cool. Nicknames are fun. I'm like oddly bad with nicknames. Like people have nicknames for me, but if people have nicknames, for some reason, I like always default into like using their actual name more than their nickname. Like 99.9% of the time. I don't know why. Because sometimes people will like they'll have really cool nicknames and like they like being called that nickname. So I want to call them that nickname more often. Then I go to actually say that nickname and then like actual name that can also be used but is like their actual name comes out instead. I can't really think of an example off the top of my head, unfortunately, but I'm hoping that you understand what you mean. Your nickname IRL is just your real name shortened. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I mean. I think that's kind of what I'm trying to get at. When people have nicknames that is just their name but shortened, I have difficulty using like the shortened version of the name that's the nickname. I don't know why. I just end up using the full name most of the time. Just like how your sort of nickname on Twitch is Undertale when your username is Undertale Human. I feel like Twitch usernames are different for me. But that makes sense. Yeah. Cause every time you come into my chat, I wouldn't be like, "Hello, Undertale Human." I would just call you Undertale. Cause Undertale Human is long. And I feel like Undertale is a better nickname than like the other half of your name, which is Human, because it's just like, "Hello, Human." As if not everyone in chat is human. Wait. There are Twitch chat bots, so not everyone in chat is human. Okay. I just thought about that. I was like, wait, but actually no. Cause Twitch chat bots, not chat bots, but Twitch bots exist. They're not chatting, so I guess they're technically not in chat. But they're there, they're watching, you know? Making sense? I feel like I'm rambling. This chest just spawned right before my eyes. It's fate. That chest is mine. It belongs to me. It appeared before me. It's like, yo, you want loot? Here you go. Treasure! Treasure! Oh my god, it was trash. Oh wait, that's not trash. Those are actually better than what I'm wearing. Sick. Your loot goblin instincts kicking in. Yeah. I have loot goblin instincts too. They're like, loot, please. OMG. Pick up everything. My loot goblin instincts go crazy in Baldur's Gate. I just want to loot everything, and then my characters become over encumbered, and then they're like, why are you making us hold all of this junk? Why are we holding cutlery and pans and pots and plates? Speaking of cutlery, I air fried. Well, pretty soon you're going to be starting a new D&D campaign, and you're going to be an Avarial elf. What's an Avarial elf? That sounds interesting. Avarial elf is a winged elf. Ooh, that's so cool. I was wondering if it was something like that, because I hear the word Avarial, right, and I think of like, oh, that sounds like a vaguely angelic name, but it doesn't sound like ASMR, because ASMR are just ASMR, they're like a separate thing. But it's still vaguely angelic, so I was wondering if it was something like that. But like, I wasn't 100% sure, and I wanted you to share. I love other things with wings, other than, I mean, I don't want to imply that I'm saying I love myself, because that sounds weird. But I do have good, I have good self-esteem. But anyway, I like fellow winged creatures. If you catch my drift. You've been too busy, along with your forgetfulness, to read more about them. Lol, I'm gonna do that right now before I forget again. Okay, sounds good. Good luck, have fun with reading. I feel like you don't need good luck when it comes to reading. Reading is pretty straightforward. You don't need any luck involved with that. Is there a situation where you would need luck for reading? I feel like that would be very specific. Am I not doing the right things? I just realized I'm not picking up it, but they're getting highlighted though. I'm confused. They're getting highlighted like I need to be killing them. Which makes me think that they should be dropping things, but I haven't really picked up any of these sacks. Is that better than what I have? Oh, it's much better than what I have. Yo, let's go. We actually are wearing some leather. You can apparently only fly with 30 feet of flight speed with light armor. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Cause yeah, no medium or heavy. I guess that makes sense. Cause if you're trying to fly around, you can't really be like weighed down by heavy stuff. You kinda gotta you gotta be light. You gotta be light. You can't be super heavy or bogged down. Cause birds are light boned. They're very light. I think birds have hollow bones. And it's to like, I'm pretty sure it's to like make them not heavy so that they can fly better. So that makes sense. That kind of restricts your what classes you can play though. Like you can't really be like a fighter or a paladin in that case. Or anything heavily armored. It kind of seems like you couldn't even. Oh, a druid? I think druids can wear medium armor, so you would be stuck wearing light armor as a druid. But I think that's like definitely still doable. That sounds fun though. Druids seem like a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun playing a druid in Baldur's Gate. That was the plan before you're gonna be an Avarial elf? Oh, cool. Do you want being an Avarial elf that's like winged or like bird-like, and then being a druid is really cool because you're like a bird, and then you can turn into a bird if you pick the correct subclass, you know. Actually, Undertale, I'm not sure if you were there last stream, but last stream I actually got to level 4 under the druid subclass. That lets me turn into a bird, and apparently at level 4 you can turn into a bird. So now I can turn into a bird. You were originally gonna be a Warforged, but your DM said no. Oh, are Warforged like overpowered? I feel like some like of the more exotic races can be a little bit overpowered. Like I say exotic, but I mean like I don't mean it like I mean like races from Volos. Warforged are basically robots. Oh right, yeah. Said no because it's gonna be in a really medieval setting. Oh, that makes sense. So the Warforged would be like it would be too futuristic basically. He's relatively new. Oh, that makes sense. Is Warforged in Volos? Is that a Volos race? Just curious because I know ASMR is in Volos, and I guess if someone's new to DMing, I'm wondering if like the races that are outside of like the base races in like the player handbook, I wonder if they're like too complicated. You did tell them Warforged are made using metal and rituals. Yeah, that is true. They're not like, you gotta close your window? Okay, sounds good. What was I gonna say? They're not like technology robots, I guess. You can have a Warforged, like you said, and they can be like constructs, like arcane constructs, more or less. But maybe because your DM is new, he didn't know what that was. Like, he didn't know about that. Or they had some other reason. Kind of hoping that for like Baldur's Gate, they like will add updates with more races, like the Warforged and ASMR, and there's some other races you can be in D&D that aren't like Tabaxi. If they add Tabaxi, that would be cool. They're like the cat people. Oh right, my inventory's full. Or maybe it wouldn't make sense for them to be there because it's like centered around Baldur's Gate the city, so if you have races there that don't usually frequent there, maybe it's doesn't make as much sense. You will return, and apparently Avarials can either be warlike or peaceful. Oh. So they're either pacifist or they're like, or they're just like fighting and conquering everything. The two sides of their entire society. That's very polarized. They're either incredibly violent or incredibly not violent. So, are you gonna be the peaceful Avariel, or are you gonna be the warlike one? As a druid. I feel like as a druid you could like go either or, right? You might weave this into your backstory. It'll be sort of a mix and an outcast because of this. Oh, because you're like a balance? So you're not planning on being super peaceful or super warlike. You're gonna be like a balance, and it'll outcast you from a real out society. That sounds interesting. That sounds like a really interesting character. I love D&D characters like that, or characters in general that like they kind of subvert what you might expect from that character. And I like it when they also have interesting backstories. It makes you think. And it makes you think, hey, that character's really cool. Or, wow, I didn't think of that. You know? Both of the times I've played actual D&D, I've been an ASMR. And it's been really cool that the DM in both instances like let me play as an ASMR, because they can they're in Volos, which means that like if the DM doesn't know about ASMR, or like they don't have Volos, then they may not let you like play as one, and it can also be like kind of overpowered in the racial skills that they can get. But yeah, I've really like been like taking to half elves though while playing Baldur's Gate. My character on Baldur's Gate looks super handy. Yo, we're level 5. Let's go. I find it really funny. I'm talking about the other game in my stream lineup lately while I'm playing World of Warcraft. The wingspan of a Varial is apparently 10 feet. Well, that's massive. That's really big. That's like, well, how tall are they usually? Because I guess if you've got like a character that's 6 feet tall, then maybe a wingspan of 10 feet isn't actually that big in comparison to your character. But if your character is like on the shorter side, then comparatively the wings will look bigger. Whoops. Whoops. That's been tagged already. Okay, I just need one Falmos left. On the wiki, there's a thing for random height. What do you mean? Like, it'll give you a random height for your character? Or that they can be however like tall or short as you want. Ronken has reached level 60. Hi. A calculation thingy. Oh, so does the wingspan change depending on like how? Oh. 5 plus 2. 5 2 base height plus 2d6. Okay. So your character... Oh, and no, the wingspan does not change. Okay. So 5 2 plus 2d6. So they could be 6 2. But it looks like the shortest they can be is 5. Is the... I'm guessing the dice are like how many inches? So they could be 6'2", or they could be as short as... Like, if you were to roll 2 1s, they could be as short as 5'4". That's a pretty good, oh, my inventory's full. That's a pretty good range. Like, you can have a really short bird elf. You can have a really tall bird elf. I don't think I've, like, played a campaign where we ended up rolling for things such as the height. It seems like a fun thing that you could do if you like really wanted to, but I don't think I've ever played a campaign that did that. You think you're just gonna be tall and not actually roll for it? Yeah, that's fair. Be tall bird. I'm a tall bird. I'm up there in the 6 feet area. My wings are actually Wow.
Did I live?
I just failed at talking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay.
Go in peace.
My wings are proportional to my height, though, which means that they're very large. My wings are very, very, very large. Like, they look big folded. Imagine you try seeing them while they're, like, all the way out and they're, like, massive.
Assist you.
That's crazy. Apparently, Avarial elves have their own sign language thing based on aerial movement. Oh, that's sick! That's so cool. They're like... They can talk while flying. They're like bees. It's like how bees talk to each other. No, wait, they don't do that while flying, though. They just do that while landed, and they just kind of wiggle around a bit. And I think they also fly. But it's mostly when they're on the ground. You know what I'm talking about? Like, bees can, like, fly around in symbols and signs, and they can, like, communicate with each other by flying around, but also with, like wiggling and stuff. Yeah. That's really cool, though. Bees are cool. I mean, honeybees are cool.
Alone be with you. Good luck, friend.
Wasps are not. Wasps are bullies. They can live to 1,000 years? Oh my god. That's ancient. Well, it might have something to do with them being elves, right? More so something to do with them being elves, less so something to do with them being part bird, I would imagine. Because I feel like birds don't actually live that long. Probably, yeah. I feel like elves generally in fantasy live for a really long time. Like, I think elves in D&D live for a really long time. Elves in Lord of the Rings live for, like, a really, really long time. I actually think elves in Lord of the Rings are immortal. Elves in World of Warcraft live for a super long time. I think the oldest elves in World of Warcraft live for up to, like, over 10,000 years. But still not the longest living race that you can play in WoW, funnily enough. The longest living race in WoW that you can play is, well, not WoW Classic, but in, like, the, the retail version of WoW is the Draenei, and they can live to be, like, tens of thousands of years old. But it might have something to do with them being from another planet. It's the first time you've seen a definitive lifespan for elves. That's interesting. You know, when you think about it, I feel like when these books are like written, if they were written like in like consistency with the lore, I feel like if the author of the book, like if this book existed in the D&D universe, like if you were in the D&D universe and you like walked into a bookstore in Baldur's Gate and it was like, here's a book about all of the races on the Sword Coast, but it was written by like a human, I have a feeling the human might have, like, if they wanted to like quantify it by themselves, like if they wanted to like try to keep track of like how long, nope, I lost my train of thought. Logout skip. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Does the logout skip work properly? I thought they patched the logout skip. Move your character until it looks like they're floating, then log out, then log back in. Okay. I saying? Okay, I am going to start over with my train of thought because I realized that it was starting to not make sense and was getting a little bit too complicated. I feel like it's probably more likely that people just lose like if you live for thousands of years, I have a feeling you just start losing count at some point. Happens, yeah. I was trying to find the end of my point before, and it just I couldn't find it. I lost it. I got like halfway through my point, and I was like, wait, where am I going with this? Yeah. I lost track. Kind of like how elves might lose track of how many years they've lived for because they live for so long. But yeah, that's my theory. And that's a game theory.
What brings you here?
Just kidding. I mean, I guess it is technically about games.
Goddess, what
It's
will
just
be?
about a tabletop game, not a video game. Also, with the peaceful warlike between thing. Okay, I'm holding. Peaceful Avarials are magic ones. Oh, I see. And they don't like war. Okay, I see. So the peaceful Avarials are like the ones that can like be like wizards and sorcerers, and I would imagine druids. I would imagine druids might fall under the peaceful ones in that case, because druids can use magic. The warlike ones are basically barbarians and stuff. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I guess if like if Avarial elves needed to have a melee warlike fighter class, I guess they would have to be barbarians, because barbarians can only wear like up to medium leather, I think, right? They wouldn't be able to be a fighter or stuff, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense for them to be completely locked out of the warlike / melee races. I wonder where monk falls in line between all of that, because I feel like monks would be like, generally they could be more peaceful, but they also, I don't know if they use magic in D&D. You just finished reading about the warlike ones, and they humiliate enemies by leaving them alive? Wait. Oh, I guess that kind of makes sense from like the warrior standpoint. Like if you're a warrior and you're like on the battlefield and you're all about like the whole warrior lifestyle stuff, they're all about like, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing. So if they get defeated but they're not finished off, I guess that's actually dishonorable for them. If you look at it that way, it makes sense. Because then they're just left. A battle is a promise of death for one of them. Gotcha. What if their enemy doesn't what if their enemy doesn't see it that way? And you're not really humiliating them. I feel like that only works if the enemy is like on the same page as them. enemy isn't. They're just like, you're letting me live? Okay. They're ruthless. Oh. So they're like, arboreal elves are like, they sound like, do you know much about like DC comics? They sound like the Thanagarians from the DC comics, like Hawkwoman. If the enemy survives, the enemy will be bleeding and crying on the ground. Okay. So basically, they're leaving them for dead. They basically beat the crap out of them and then just kind of leave them there to die. That's what it sounds like. Which, yeah, that does sound really ruthless and cruel. Because if the enemy gets like cut up and then they're certainly going to bleed out, but they're not like finishing them off like mercifully, like they're not giving them like a humane death, then yeah, that is kind of brutal actually. Wow, that makes it so much more polarizing with the whole half of them being pacifists, half of them being ruthless warriors, because it sounds like they really are really ruthless. How does that not start? Never mind. I just realized that was a stupid question. I was like, how does that not start a civil war? And I realized it's because half of the population doesn't want to participate in a war. The peaceful ones like diplomacy and probably control the government. Oh, so the peaceful ones control the government, and then they're the ones that decide where like the ruthless warriors go if they're like fighting in wars. So does that make them like? Would that make them like? I don't know. Can you be the one directing the? You don't really know. Yeah, I'm just kind of speculating, like on a general standpoint. Like, could you call yourself a pacifist if you're like the one like basically endorsing and directing the people who are actually like doing the fighting? It really makes you think. I do be doing a big thunk. There isn't much info on them. I'm pretty sure they're homebrew that someone put time into. They do sound like homebrew. Freshness reached level 60. It sounds like a really like well thought out homebrew though. Like they sound super interesting. Cause yeah, I've never heard of them before. But they sound super cool. I'm like so like I find them so intriguing that like I'd probably consider playing as one the next time I end up in a D&D campaign. And then I would probably, depending on the group of people I'm in, I'd probably end up making a pacifist one though. Because I don't usually tend to like playing as a super violent character in a situation like that. So would be it would be an interesting challenge to play as a peaceful character. It'd be interesting to play as like a peaceful Avarial elf and then like only use like illusion magic or something. Like if you were playing as like a wizard or a sorcerer. That's what I really like about D&D is you can pretty much do whatever you want. As long as the DM is chill. So is this a different DM than the other campaign that you're in? Because I remember you talking about a different campaign. Yeah, different DM in the same group? Oh, cool. So you got like one person DMing one campaign, you got another person DMing another campaign. Sounds like a good time. Sounds like you got a good group going on there. Swapping places with our current DM. Oh, got it. That's cool. So are y'all starting over, or are you doing both of the campaigns at once? I feel like juggling two campaigns would be really difficult.
The loon be with you.
Your DM will be a player and the player will be a DM. It's cool to do that. It kind of gives the other person a chance to see what the other role is like. You're doing the next one after you finish the current one. You're almost done. Oh, okay. That's sick. That's really cool. Every single D&D campaign I've been in has gone on like an indefinite hiatus. You just gotta kill God or some shit like that. You're at that stage of the power creep. Got it. I'm really wondering how much power creep that Baldur's Gate will give like that, because they already start you off with like getting abducted by Cthulhu aliens. Keep going. I keep wanting to turn into that room, but it's at the very top. It's not quite there. Tanarian Storm Grip.
What brings you here?
Oh, sick. Okay, that's awesome. We're pretty much done. Oh my god, what a stutter. We're pretty much gun? No gun yet. I'm still using a bow. We're pretty much done here now. We just gotta walk over to the exit. We gotta pick up a quest that will lead us to the inn of the next town that we have to, like, the next quest hub. Gun? My only gun emote. I'm pretty sure I don't have a gun emote. Yeah, I don't have a gun emote. I have a sword emote. I have phase raid emote. It's a sword. You probably have more under different names. Got it. Like under different like accounts and stuff. Got it. I keep meaning to set up 7TV properly, but I don't have it set up yet. And I apologize for that, because you probably have more gun emotes if I had 7TVs set up. I just haven't had the time yet. I meant like this. Doesn't have the word gun in the name, but it is a gun emote. Oh. Got it. That makes more sense. I always infrequently sometimes misinterpret what someone says for something that's different than what they actually mean. Finger gun. True. That says PNT, which might be short form for point, I would imagine. And those are the 3 gun emotes I have. Those are good. Those are good emote. The delete this emote is really funny. Ah, to you too. Ah. He wants me to hunt wildlife, which is actually something I'm good at, considering that I'm a hunter. Okay, so this is Dolinar. We're approaching this town called Dolinar. As you can see, it's surrounded by trees, and as you can see, one of the buildings in Dolinar is a tree, but it's also a building. It's like a hollowed out tree, and they turned it into a building. Rawr. The tree also... What is this? This looks sus. And also, they didn't give me like a message saying what the guild was about, so I'm not gonna do that. Did I miss something? No, I think it's upstairs. Cool. Yeah. Everything is tree. Building, tree. Walls, tree. Floor, still tree. You might be surprised, but this place is actually really flammable. Even the glass is tree.
What brings you?
Kidding. The glass isn't tree. But that would be really funny if it was. I'm really surprised there's any rocks at all. Can't miss. Guess what you missed? I'm really surprised there's any rocks at all because this is a giant tree. Unless they put the rocks here on purpose, like this stone path. There's like actual boulders and stuff in the terrain. Earl has reached level 60. Congratulations, Earl. Where am I going? Oh, I need to buy and equip a bow if I can afford it. I think I can. Nice.
Feel free to browse. Balloons light your path.
Huh? I thought you said something. My eyes are playing Twix on me.
I am honored.
Twix are for kids.
Goddess Majora.
I must now train Arcane Shot. If I can afford it. I can't afford it. Amazing. Now we have more DPS. And this is the time when I start losing all of my mana. Because Arcane Shot uses a lot of mana. Tree clip. Let's go. Everything is tree. Building, tree. Walls, tree. Floor, still tree. You might be surprised, but this place is actually really flammable. Even the glass is tree. Kidding. The glass isn't tree. That would be really funny if it was. Good clip. Good clip. I'm keeping that open in a tab so I remember to post that later. I posted the last time you were at one of my streams, and you clipped the guy that remember the ogre, he like shrunk. I posted that to Twitter after. Cause I don't have like a Discord server set up yet to like post stuff like that. So I'm just putting it on Twitter for now. Yes, that one. He came shrunk. And then I realized while I was watching that, that my audio was split weird.
Why did you become tiny all of a sudden?
And I had no game audio.
Did you see that? He like shrunk. Please tell me you saw.
Wait, what is going on with that username? Cutie furry XD ooh? Huh? You're putting the tree quote in your out of context quotes. I love it.
Hello.
I am so glad that I'm so glad I can contribute so many out of context quotes for you. I genuinely I'm glad. I tend to be good at those, at creating those. They just kind of fall out of my mouth sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either, Undertale. That name was really weird. It was like every single thing that you could put into a name that would make it feel like, oh yeah, this is definitely from 2005. The only thing it's missing is like RAR or something. Now we have to kill stuff, as usual, and collect things as usual. Both are tree related. Both very flammable. 12 of these things. 8 of those things. But not the actual, like, creature. Like, we need 8 of the things that come from the creature, which means we're probably gonna end up killing more than 8 of them, because some of them are seedless, apparently. If they were edible, and they had seeds, would you eat a timberling? I feel like they would taste like sap. What? These things, the timberling, these guys, if they were edible and they had seeds, would you eat them? Or would you prefer that they're seedless? They look like walking muck. Oh, walking muck. Yeah, they kind of do. They got like flowers and stuff on them. Okay, rephrase. If the timberling's flowers turned into fruit and the fruit had seeds, would you eat it? Or would you prefer that it's seedless? Follow-up question that should probably come from before the question that I just asked. But, what kind of fruit do you think they would have? Because they are trees. Like, if they were fruit-bearing trees, like, do you think it would be like an orange, or like an apple, or maybe it's like an apricot or a fig. Pumpkin? Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. They'd have to be like really tiny pumpkins though, because otherwise they would get weighed down. But I can see it, because like they've got like, it looks like they've got like vines and stuff on them. So like the pumpkins would like grow off of the vines. Pumpkins are in fact fruits. I think I knew that. But wait, but aren't pumpkins gourds though? Are gourds fruits? Like, if a pumpkin's a fruit, does that mean a sweet potato? No, not a sweet potato. Does that mean nope, not a yam. What's another gourd? Like squash. Does that mean squash is a fruit? The answer may surprise you. A pumpkin is in fact a fruit. According to expert Joe Massabini, PhD, Texas A&M Agri-Life Extension Service vegetable specialist in Dallas. It's a very long title. Scientifically speaking, a pumpkin is a fruit simply because anything that starts from a flower is botanically a fruit. That blew my mind. Anything that starts from a flower is botanically a fruit. You know, I avoided, for whatever reason, I explicitly avoided plant biology in my university/academy days. Couldn't tell you why. I didn't find it interesting or applicable. So I'm not gonna argue with that. I don't have a rebuttal. I am inclined to agree. Mostly because he's a PhD in a very long title, so I feel like I should believe what he says. It's from October 28, 2021. That's very topical, considering it's 26th. October 26, 2021. Still very topical. Let's talk about pumpkins in late October. It's very festive. It's because it's a Halloween time. Do you all have plans to dress up for Halloween? Do you have any Halloween costume ideas? Like if you were like going to a party or something, or if you're like gonna hang out with friends. No idea? Yeah. I got invited to a party, but I have no idea what I'm gonna be either. There isn't a theme, which kind of leaves things very open-ended, which like I don't mind, but it means I gotta think of something like really creative, right? I guess I don't have to think of something really creative, but like it would be a lot more fun if I did. But still got some time. Still got like what, a month and a half? That's a decent amount of time to think of stuff still. Might have to try incorporating my wings into it somehow. It's kind of a must. Gotta incorporate my wings into every single costume I wear. Wonder if I can make my wings look like a cape. I'd have to like fold them down or something. Or I could be an airplane. No, how am I gonna fit through doors if I become an airplane? I was just thinking, what if I just extend my wings? What if I just hold my wings out with something and just like prop them up? But I'm literally not gonna fit through anything if I do that. I have a hard enough time fitting through things with my wings folded as it is. What a terrible idea. Well, literally, I'll just be like walking around, like, and accidentally just like clothesline someone. It's not a good idea. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I can hide them under something. Like I wear a big cape. Or I could do the obvious thing. I could like dress up as an angel or something, or I could dress up as another bird. This is my reminder to hydrate. Oh shoot, you're right. One sec. Let me just kill this pumpkin man. Do not worry. Do not worry, friend. I will hydrate. One sec. I'm actually kind of really bad at drinking water while streaming. I've noticed. So I do appreciate those hydration reminders, because I can feel myself being like, man, all this talking is drying in my mouth. But then I don't actually think to like take my hands off the mouse and keyboard and like pick up my water bottle and drink water, you know? I also like feel like I hadn't had enough water today. I was at day job and I literally like I was drinking stuff but I wasn't drinking water. I started my day drinking a cold brew from Starbucks and I finished my day. I didn't finish my day, but like I continued my day with a Red Bull. You can relate, and you may or may not have been dehydrated before you told me to hydrate. Mood. I mean, like, I wasn't the one who told you to hydrate, but like, yeah, mood on being dehydrated and being able to relate. So you were not only reminding me to hydrate, but you were also reminding yourself to hydrate. Yeah. It's at this point that if Faye were here, I would be like, that means you too, Faye, and then she would be like, you know, some people, yup, well.
I am honored.
Oh, I just want to turn in the quest. I just want to turn in the quest.
What brings you here?
Why is there so many people here? There's literally so many people here. Oh my god. Also, if I didn't already see in the Discord a while back.
Can I assist you?
Stop pacing. Let me turn in the quest. Neo means you in Philippines. Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did.
What brings you here?
Ah!
A levellin be with you.
Did I get it? No, I didn't. I almost did. Did I? Oh, I did. Why does he still have the question mark above his head? Exclamation point. Question mark? Oh, now he has a... Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. Ugh, let's get out of here. Oh. That was so hectic. I haven't seen that many people gathered in one spot, like, since the day that, like, I was playing and it was launch day. I'm really surprised that there's so many people, like, rolling Night Elves. Usually the Night Elf starting zone is the least popular one. It's usually people are people who are usually in like the human starting zone, or they're in like the gnome and boar starting zone. Hi! Hi, Stan! Hi! Hi, Stan! Hi! Welcome! Long time no see. Glad you could make it. And you are now dedicating yourself to the bit and will absolutely remind Faye of what Neil means every time she says it. I salute you, my person, my viewer. One of my valued pairs of eyes and ears who watches me on this lovely medium that we call the twitch.tv on the internet. How I can't read. How goes the World of Warcrafting? And yeah, I'm glad I could catch the stream. Okay, so I have to catch you up, Stan. The last time you were here, we had maybe you noticed, we had a different character. We had a human mage. So I don't know how much you know about World of Warcraft, but we died to a dust devil in Westfall. I was like really close to killing a boar, and the boar was also really close to killing me. And before I could kill the boar, I was like kiting it backwards, and I didn't see that there was a dust devil like coming up right behind me, and it bopped me over the head and I died. So I made a hunter instead, because I was like, if my mage dies, the next class I'm trying is a hunter. And if the hunter dies before level 10, I'll probably go back to the mage. But if the hunter dies after level 10, I might try a different class. I don't know what I would try after hunter, though. Maybe another spellcasting class? I weren't too on board with that? No, I wasn't on board with that at all. You could say that the entire debacle really blew me away. Get it? Cause I died from a dust devil and their wind elementals blew me away. Yeah. So yeah. So here we are. We go again. That is the name of the game. We go again. They are. Huns are the best. Oh gosh. You two are using the same color of your name, of your text. It's like it's throwing me off, Dad. You're like there's two of you now. You both love puns, and you have the same color name, and you're like, yeah. And you have the same name length too. That's true. Oh my god. No one. Panavas. Oh my god. Now that you've pointed it out, that is true. You're using the same number of characters. Oh my god. I love it. It's confusing, but I love it. Like, I have to like do more than just glance over at chat to be able to see who's like typing. So like I can't just do like a quick glance. Like I kind of have to look for an extra second or two. But it's objectively amazing. So I can appreciate that. Have I ever seen you in the same room together before? Actually, I don't think I have. I don't think you two have been in the same stream before. Maybe one time. I think maybe you stopped. I think maybe Stan stopped in at the start of my first WoW Classic stream. I think. Oops. But, I don't think you were here for very long. And I don't know if Undertale was there yet either. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe you're the same person. Yeah, your internet wasn't great that day. That's okay. I used to live in a house with really bad internet. Like, really bad internet. It could barely handle me watching a stream, let alone streaming anything. Internet problems are bad. Yeah, they're not fun. But I'm glad to be in a situation where I have much better internet now. It seems like my internet situation is just like slowly improved as time's gone on. But I definitely know the struggle of bad internet from my storied history that no one knows about. I guess that wouldn't make it storied because no one knows about it. My mysterious history. Miss history. Bad internet prevents us from forming connections. That's just a sentence. I mean, I get it. I get it's a pun. It's a really good pun, but it's also just a sentence. That's kind of what makes it great though. It's a really good sentence and a pun at the same time. I love the puns. I know Faye, like, I don't know if Faye like rolls her eyes or goes like, I'm gonna bonk you. But, yeah. Is it making me feel sentence? Is it making me feel sentence? Sentence? Sentence. Intense? Sentence. Intense. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Not quite. That one was a stretch. Yeah. That one was a little bit of a stretch. I appreciate the effort though. I guess it's a matter of opinion with you. Yeah. It's okay, Undertale. Stan is really like Stan just pulls these out of a hat, like literally constantly, like he can just keep going and going and going. And going. This is okay if you can't keep up with him. Ahead of yourself. Finding a spider on the road. My inventory is full again. What? Hello? Oh, I need to get rid of something else. Boop. I should be saving spider eggs and smolder legs. Oh. Small eggs, spider legs. Spider legs. Have I been doing that? Have I gotten any eggs or legs? I don't think I've gotten any eggs or legs. Pretty eggless and pretty legless. I need a leg up? Exactly. But it looks like I got an egg up instead. No, I don't want to trade. Lego my ego. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. An excellent result. Yes, yes, yes. More egg, please. I think if I just have the eggs, that's okay. I don't think I need the eggs and the legs. I think maybe no. I do actually need the legs. I think there's a quest for the legs later. Well, I like your wings. Two can play at that game. Wings obtained. Where'd you get those from? Toucan. Oh, are you saying you're a toucan? The wing store, obviously. Where'd you get those wings? The wing store. Right next to the immersion vendor. Oh my god, I have an add-on called immersion. I'm not using it right now though, because I think it's broken. I could try turning it on. No. What do you take me for? Or they just drank Red Bull because apparently that gives you wings. Do you know? I think they actually... Ooh, thanks for the buff. I think they had to change their, slogan or whatever. Because, I'm gonna try turning on the immersion add-on, because it actually is pretty cool. I think they had to change that. Because, although when I drank it, I didn't get wings. I just felt like my heart had wings. It was trying to break out of my chest. Yes. Man, energy drinks. Do you know that, like, a can of Red Bull actually, at least in Canada, it has less caffeine than, like, a Monster or a Rockstar? Like, it's actually one of the weaker, like, energy drink types. At least it is here. But anyway, yeah, I think they legally had to change their slogan because I think someone actually tried drinking a can of Red Bull and then, like, literally thought it was gonna make them fly. So they had to legally change it because someone did that. In Canada? Yeah. Actually, what kind of sucks is Monster Energy drink is getting a recall in Canada because apparently they have more caffeine than what they're advertising it for. Like, it has more caffeine than what's listed on the can. So they're getting a recall, and I'm not sure if that means they're ever coming back. You can't drink energy drinks anymore, they make you nauseous now. That's fair. You usually don't drink anything other than water. Honestly, good for both of you for that. That's probably the way to go. That's probably the way to be. Just drink water, stay away from energy drinks. I started drinking energy drinks because of work, so my day job is a really demanding one. So you know, need to be on my toes all the time. Need to be alert and focused. I also started drinking them, like, back in school, but not as much. You get your caffeine in the morning from chocolate muffins. Water, I barely know her. Hey Stan, you weren't here before when we said it, but this is your reminder to hydrate. Chocolate. Does chocolate muffins actually have caffeine in them? Does the chocolate muffin have caffeine? Is it a lot of caffeine? I feel like it wouldn't be a lot of caffeine. But maybe that's the point. What are you doing? Go hydrate. Okay, hydrate time. I'm gonna hydrate too. This is the bad part about me not playing my mage. My mage needs to sit down and drink every like 10 seconds, and now my hunter doesn't need to do that yet. Drink salt water on purpose? No! Stan! Why would you do that? That's not gonna hydrate you at all. I'm gonna do the opposite. Or was that your point? Stan, please. You're just salty? Salty at, what are you salty about? Or are you salty because you just drank salt water? You saw it coming. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I saw it coming too. Is it an assault on my sensibilities? No, but it might be an assault on yours. I'm sure dehydration probably makes you think less sensibly if it's extreme enough. How come these are silkless spiders? I feel like I've killed so many of these. They just don't have it. They just don't have spider silk. How do you get around? I mean, besides crawling. I mean, yeah, spiders can like climb and stuff, and they can hang because they use spider silk. But none of these spiders have spider silk, and it's probably because they're not actually hanging or anything. They're just crawling around, so they're not making any. They're lazy. You once threw some sodium chloride at someone. Everyone around you said it was salt. It was assault. And I replied, I know that, but is it a crime? Assault. Assault. Assault is a crime. That's sodium chloride. Did you know that there's a Pokemon called Knackley? I've always wanted to do a somersault. Well, that is one way to turn your life around. Spider silk, let's go! But yeah, I feel like, Stan, there's a Pokemon you would like. It's called Knackley. It's literally sodium chloride with I at the end, and it's just a rock. It's just a salt rock. I actually think that every part of that evolution line has NaCl in it somewhere. Knackley, Knacklestack, and Garganackle. Yeah, those guys. And Garganackle looks like something out of Minecraft. They rock. Yeah.
Now what?
Aha. So, now we have immersion on. I forgot I turned that on. But now there's like a text box that pops up here instead of the thing at the side. It looks cooler, actually. I like it a lot. It's just that with the guide I'm using, it kind of speeds through all the text anyway. So it doesn't really like matter too much if you're doing stuff that's within the guide, because it just speeds through it. You only see it for like a split second and then it goes away. It's nice when you're actually like reading and paying attention to the quests. It makes less of a difference when you're just speeding through everything like I am. Salty puns are so damn funny. There you go. There you go. That was a good one. So damn funny. They got the tag before I did. Was gonna make another cell phone, but nah. I'm enjoying the puns a lot. A lot. I'm not really good at thinking them off the top of my head. It happens once in a blue moon, but I enjoy them being said within earshot of me. You're using Google? Oh. That's okay. I enjoy that you are sharing them with me anyway. I know that you weren't actually thinking about it this time, but I'm enjoying that you're like writing them out and also making me aware of it, and also making me aware that you're using Google. I'm glad that you are giving credit where it's due, and the credit being Google to give it to you the puns. If you wanted to, you go even further and you could like say where on Google you're getting it from, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I don't care enough. You were gonna make a joke about sodium hydroxide, but I can't think of one right now. Now. No way. Are you serious? No way. That one's a stretch. I feel like no way, but it's like now. N-A-O-W. N-A-O-W. Now. Where are there more spiders? I need to kill more spiders. Please. Please, spiders. This is not the only place that spiders exist. I know that there's spiders elsewhere. Apparently I really do need those spider legs because it's not really letting me move on. And apparently I just have a grind step at this point. Like I have to grind to level 7 plus a certain amount of XP. I'm already level 7 luckily, but I still need the XP. This is all cats. They're not even alive cats. You sea salt? Sea salt. Oh, you're looking at salt. And it's sea salt. Have you ever tried pink Himalayan sea salt? Apparently it's not actually good for you. I don't know why. I feel like it's probably just as unhealthy as any kind of salt. Too much salt is like just any salt is bad for you. You've only ever had ocean salt and table salt. Makes sense. Have you swam in the ocean before? Or is it like ocean salt that you like bought at the store? Sea salt. was from the ocean where you were swimming. Oh, that's cool. Is that a malachite? Yo. Nice. You swallowed some by accident. That's what I was wondering about. I was wondering if that's where you tasted ocean salt. I've also done that before. There was one time when I was on vacation and I was swimming in the ocean and I accidentally ate some sea salt water. It doesn't feel good. Yeah. It's not great. It's a weird feeling, especially it's like different than accidentally swallowing fresh water. It's like but at least it's easier to float in salt water than it is in fresh water. Speaking of salty things, I had McDonald's French fries and I air fried them before stream, and let me just tell you, the air frying McDonald's French fries is 1,000 times better than just like having McDonald's French fries fresh. They get really crispy and it's a really good texture experience. In the Dead Sea, you can float pretty well because of the sheer amount of salt. Yeah, that makes sense. I bet if you accidentally swallowed, like, salt water from the Dead Sea, though, that would actually be extremely unpleasant. But I do remember hearing about that. Apparently, the color of, like, the water in the Dead Sea is really wild, too. I don't remember what it looks like exactly, but I remember something about it being like a different color than normal. I think because of all of the salt in it. You looked it up? Like you looked up the color of the Dead Sea? You swallowed water from the you swallowed water from the Dead Sea. Would you be dead? You would die a painful death. That makes sense. Isn't that why nothing's living in, like, I don't think anything lives in the Dead Sea. That's why it's called the Dead Sea, is because if you, like, were to try and ingest the water from the Dead Sea, you'd be dead. Suffocation and choking? Oh my god. Like, if you accidentally, like, drank it normally, you would immediately start suffocating. That's scary. It inflates something called the larynx. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I wonder if it, like, causes, like, some kind of anaphylaxis then. Oh, but also your larynx is your voice box. Like, that's where your voice comes from. But anyway, that makes sense. Like, if it makes your throat swell up. It's probably not anaphylaxis. It's probably just because it's so salty, it, like, messes with the... Hi, I have a biology background. It sounds like it messes with the osmolarity of the cells in your esophagus, or your larynx, as you said, and it makes it swell up that way. That's what it sounds like to me. Which makes a lot of sense. Oh god. Is there some sus questions in the people also ask questions tab questions? Oh my goodness. Do I need another Red Bull? I'm kidding. I'm not drinking another energy drink this late at night. It's a bad idea. Apparently people also ask, can you wear a tampon in the Dead Sea? What a... No, that's not that weird. Imagine you want to go swimming in the Dead Sea and it's your time of the month. You kind of need to wear a tampon. So, if you can't wear it, then you can't swim. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe risky. Hello? What happened? Who used something on me? They purified my poison. People ask how the Dead Sea water tastes. How, knowing what we know, how does anyone know what the Dead seawater tastes like? If immediately, well, actually, I guess you could spit it out. But that's still dangerous. Like you could, if you wanted to, you could put Dead seawater in your mouth, and then you could immediately spit it out. But I feel like your mouth would start swelling up too. It's really, really bitter. Shoot, so it's not even salty. It's bitter. It makes me wonder if it's like sodium chloride, or if it's a different salt. Or maybe it's just so much sodium chloride that it doesn't taste salty anymore. It just tastes bitter. Your body is like telling you, this is way too much salt, spit it out. I wonder about that. Oh, sick. I've completed the grind step. Now I gotta go talk to this elf that said, you did a bad thing by killing all of those animals. Now you have to redeem yourself by turning the satyr that tricked you into killing all of those animals into a frog by collecting 3 corrupted pine cones, and then give it to the satyr because he's gonna think it's a nice snack. And then we're like, cool. And then the satyr is like, cool. And then the pine cones are like, cool. Wait, we're gonna get eaten? That's not cool. Yeah. I don't think that was a quest I needed to pick up this second, but here we are. Someone asked, can I swim in the Dead Sea with an open wound? I would assume the answer is no. Wait, well, not only is that a bad idea physiologically, probably, but that would also really hurt. Like, Like, that would be super painful. Like, the term salt in the wound exists for a reason. Some people ask weird questions. Also, be super freaking painful and would cause damage to the wound, probably. Yeah, I agree. I think that it would cause damage as well.
My goods are of the
There's-
highest quality.
It's kind of reminding me of something completely unrelated, but sort of the same, called the, what is it called? The Salt Ice Challenge? But the problem is that challenge is actually super dangerous because it can give you like second-degree burns or something like that. Now, I don't think that the Dead Sea is like that, because I don't think the Dead Sea is like cold enough, but that's what it vaguely reminded me of for like a second.
May the stars guide you.
Oh, I gotta train my class spells. Am I just getting the rest of them?
Ishnuala.
I'm in need of training. Give me Aspect of the Monkey. Thank you. Also give me Parry. Thank you. Concussive Strike is also helpful. Please also give me Hunter's Mark. And Rapish. Oh, I think I can just, I'll just get all of them. That's fine. How much Shadow Melt on my hopper? Aspect of the Monkey. It's time for you to go there. And once I get Aspect of the Hawk, I'm gonna put it right next to it. Yep, looked it up, and the mixture of ice and salt create frigorific mixture, which can get as cold as -18. The salt and ice challenge can quickly cause second and third degree injuries similar to frostbite or being burnt with a metal at a lighter, as well as causing painful open sores to form on the skin. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's a really dumb challenge. It's like, yeah, it's dumb. It's a really dumb challenge. It's kind of like how when I might be dating myself a little by saying this, but when I was in high school, the cinnamon challenge was a thing. And I did that, and then I found out later how dangerous it was, and I found out that I was really lucky to not have, like, injured myself doing the cinnamon challenge. But the salt and ice challenge seems comparatively a lot more dangerous. Like, the cinnamon challenge, yeah, you might cause some kind of damage. You might just choke on the cinnamon and then not be able to breathe. But the open sores bit from the salt and ice challenge seems worse, more severe. Maybe not as life-threatening, but definitely more severe. Cinnamon challenge, yeah. It's what you might expect or not. The cinnamon challenge entails dry scooping an entire tablespoon? No, I think it's just a teaspoon. It involves dry scooping an entire teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And the thing that makes that so dangerous is because there's like an active compound in cinnamon that like is bad for you or is like dangerous for you to inhale, I think. So it can actually, I think it can actually like cause like lung damage or something if you're not careful. I don't remember the specifics, but it's something like that. Yeah. Somehow my teacher in high school for a project let us do the cinnamon challenge. I don't know how we convinced him, but somehow he let us do the cinnamon challenge as part of like a project for like Comtech or something. It was quite a stretch for the reasoning why it was a good idea, because there was a lot of reasons as to why it wasn't a good idea. But yeah, that's when I ended up doing that, and I ended up being live recorded on how bad an idea that was for me. There was one guy in our group that was able to successfully complete the cinnamon challenge, so it was impressive, to say the least, because he seemed like he was gonna give up at any moment, but he just didn't. He just stuck in there. And yeah, the challenge is basically to be able to swallow it. To swallow the entire teaspoon of cinnamon. Yeah. Wait, are you looking it up? Are you like looking up the what it does? Oh, I need to take the thing out of the thing. Wait, no, I think I'm just in the wrong area. I'm in the wrong neighborhood. Someone else reached level 60, yay. No, but it sounds like it's terrible, but I am about to. Okay, have fun. Have fun. Yeah, I really liked cinnamon as a kid, and I still do, so I thought that challenge would be a great challenge for me to do, but, yeah, I was bad at it. Similarly, we had another group in that class who was trying to do the saltine cracker challenge, and that was a little bit less dangerous, but still very hard. And I think chemically impossible, because you had to eat like a certain amount of saltine crackers within like a minute or something. Apparently people search it up more often than actual cinnamon. That's really funny. But yeah, it was a big thing back in like 2012. Oh god. I just realized 2012 was over 10 years ago. I don't like that thought. I feel old now. You have read it? What do you think? What are your thoughts? It's crazy, right? It's crazy, these like challenges that appear as like internet trends when you're a kid, and it's like all the rage to like try them or record yourself trying them, and they're actually like stupidly dangerous. Why would anyone do it? I don't know. People are weird. Kids are weirder. And I think when people say they're gonna do it, I think that they like. Let's see if I can get out of this group. Okay, awesome. I think when people do it, they like assume that it's gonna taste like actual cinnamon is gonna taste like cinnamon hearts or something like that, but it doesn't. It's worse. Thanks. Open and bag, no problem. Don't worry, I know. GL. My inventory is full! I can't open in bag because bag full. Let me get rid of the healing herbs, I guess. There we go. You can get internal damage from the cinnamon challenge. Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure it causes lung damage. Because I think that's the internal damage that they're talking about. I think it's lung damage. If you like accidentally were to inhale it. So yeah, it's really dangerous. It's really dumb. I don't know how I escaped doing that unscathed. Especially considering I failed it. I didn't complete it, I failed it. You have to go shower, you'll be working in back in 10-20 minutes. Also hydrate. You got it. See you back in 10 to 20 minutes. I will hydrate after I fight this furball. I forgot what they were called for a second. That's another D&D race that you can play as, but isn't in Baldur's Gate, and maybe should be, is Furball. Congrats, TDZ, for reaching level 60. Also, MVUJ. Gosh, some of these names are gibberish. I need a falcon. Falcon fell on the ground. That's why it's called a falcon, 'cause it fell on the ground. I'm kidding. That's not why it's called a falcon. It's called a falcon because it's corrupted by fell magic. Why does fell magic exist? Can't it just get back up again? No, I guess not. I do wonder why it's called fell magic. Is it supposed to, like, be a play off of, like, hell? Kind of sounds like it. Yay, Falcon, let's go. Da, 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 da. I can't believe there isn't a lot of, like, mystics around. It's all warriors. According to the guide, it says that if there aren't any mystics, you have to kill the warriors because they share like a spawn timer or something. So I might just be stuck killing furball. What? This is wood? Oh my god, that's wood. I thought that was rock. That makes more sense. No, it makes more sense now. I just looked up. This is like the edge of the map here. And the entire island is a tree, so it makes sense. Ugh. I was just sitting here thinking, why am I getting a little tad? Oh, health potion, let's go. I was just sitting here thinking, aha, I wonder why I'm getting a little tired, and then I looked over and I noticed that it was 10 o'clock. And that makes sense, because I get tired earlier these days. I'll keep going still for a little bit. But I don't know if I can go too much longer. It's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna start slurring my speech more and I sound like drunk. And not only that, but sleep deprivation is a killer when it comes to playing hardcore. You never know what's gonna happen. You gotta stay on your toes. One mistake could make the difference. It could mean life or death. And death equals delete. Sounds like a game show. I feel like I just said that with the same cadence of Wheel of Fortune. Now I'm running into a situation where I'm running out of mana because I keep using Arcane Shot because it does a lot of damage. I think this might be a bad idea because I think the warrior might aggro me. We'll have to see if they're linked. Oh shoot, not the cat, 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 not the cat. Oh, the warrior is linked. Shoot, okay, that's fine. Okay, so the mystic is down, that's good to know. I get rid of the warrior somehow, gotta do something with him, without him. I'm probably just gonna run away. He can please stop hitting me, and I hope his leash timer will reset. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now there's this cat that wants a piece of me. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're chasing me. I guess I should fight. I'm getting help, so I'm gonna do that. Whoa, it's a sword. I can't use swords yet, but it might be worth picking up, just in case. Here's the thing, right? I think my next playthrough after this one is gonna be a druid, but hear me out. I don't want to do the night elf starting zone more than once in a row. So I'll probably in that case end up making a cow druid, like a Tauren druid, because yeah. I don't like being stuck in the same like starting zone for like a long period of time. I'll start getting like super bored of it, and I might burn myself out on it. It wouldn't be enjoyable anymore if that happened. So I like switching it up. So that's what I'm gonna do if we lose the character. So I'll make it 400. Like if we lose the character anytime soon. Like if we lose the character before like 15 or 20, then I'll do that. If we lose the character like after like level 20 at the latest, then I might just make another night elf and make them a druid instead of a hunter. We'll see. You know what? I'm probably gonna call it now, actually. I'm just gonna find myself a nice little perch to sit on top of, and I'm gonna log out there. I'm starting to feel so, like, absurdly tired, and I don't want to make any silly, mistakes, because I'm not 100% awake in playing the game. If it was like retail or something, like if we're doing like a retail like leveling series or whatnot, it might be a little different. Like if we were doing retail and it wasn't a one life character, but I don't want to lose my character because I'm like tired and I haven't slept very well the past couple of nights, so I should maybe try turning in a little early. So in that case, I feel a little bad because I'm gonna end up ending stream and Undertale's gonna be like, where'd Allie go? I saw her back. She's not here. I apologize. I'll see you next time. I also apologize for the shorter stream because of I'm only gonna have 2 streams this week because I'm gonna be gone after tomorrow for the weekend, so I won't have the chance to stream. But yeah, I haven't been sleeping very well lately, so I'm gonna go and try and catch up. Whatever it's called, catch up on my sleep deficit or what have you. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. Before I leave, I'm gonna try and remember to raid someone, so I'm not leaving you in the dust. I follow another VTuber who plays WoW hardcore called Rake. And we're gonna go raid him. Is this gonna work? Raid Rake? Am I pronouncing that right? Rake? R-A-I-K. I wonder if it'll let me. /raid Rake. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. Okay, we're raiding now. Have a good night, everyone. We'll be back next week with some more. We'll probably be back next week with some more Baldur's Gate on Tuesday. I hope to see you all there. Go say hi to Rake in the chat for me. And yeah. Bye!